Hey guys, welcome back to Simple Acre Homestead. I just thought I'd come on, tell you what's going on this weekend. Well, what's going on Sunday. Today's Sunday, guys. A little while, you'll see us on our live. But in the meantime, I am out here working this morning, trying to get some stuff done. Yesterday, I did take the day off. We went with the kids to the theater, and actually, it was a great day. It was a free community day for Cineplex theaters. We went. They got arcade time for free. The snacks were $3, so we bought some popcorn. Normally, we don't buy anything, but it was a great day. Hey, so before I go outside and show you what I'm actually working on, I just want to give you a quick update on my old Kubota here. I am slowly getting it back together, and you can see here. Oh, let me just spin you around. I didn't do a how-to video, guys, because I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a builder, but I do a lot of that stuff. But anyway, I just want to let you know that I do have the steering box back in. You can see here the shaft sticking out. And all I'm waiting for, to be honest with you, is the pitman arm, because the supplier accidentally did not ship it with the steering box. They're telling me it'll be here Tuesday, so hopefully by next weekend I can have my tractor totally back together. All I gotta really do now, and I can do this without that pitman arm, is I gotta put the diesel fuel tank back in, put the dash back in place, put the whole steering wheel back on, and I just want to check over it, top up hydraulic fluids and things like that, because this is a 35-year-old tractor. They made these things to last. But unfortunately, there is a little bit of maintenance you have to do to them to keep them running. So that's my plan, because I want it to last me a very long time. Anyway, so that's what's happening in the garage here, in the shop. But really what's happening today is outside. So let's go for a walk. I want to show you guys what I'm doing, because if you guys remember, last weekend, if you saw my updates, we got 14 inches of snow only a week ago. Anyway, that is pretty much gone. Well, you'll see in a second. We're back to green grass. You know what? And I like green grass. But last weekend was just a reminder that, winter's coming. And so what I'm working on, I'll just quickly try to show you, because I do have to keep working. You'll see here I have probably about 19 sheets of OSB. It's only 1/4 inch OSB that I've been working on here this morning. I'll show you what I'm doing with it, because what is happening is I am trying to make sure that the front coop is much more draft free this year. Aside from that, there's still, like I said, by the time I'm done up here, there'll be about 18 more sheets. That is, oh please, you haven't been yelling at me all morning. Now you got to start. Anyway, the remaining sheets back there, I'm going to paint white. I'm going to chop the size to fit into the aviary openings so that I can get them blizzard proof for the winter. But that won't get done today, because I have other things I got to get done. But I have to get on it, and I will get on it. But today, I'm focused on the front coop. The front coop is where we have all our ducks, and we still do have a bunch of chickens. But anyway, I'm going to take you inside. So I'm going to flip this camera around, guys, for a second, and I'll show you what I'm working on. All right, so here we go. That is not the front coop. That is just a little extra shelter that we keep out here. So the front coop, guys, remember, this thing has been fixed multiple times. We've had a collapse in snow. We've had multiple things happen. But anyway, last year we put a wooden roof on it to support the snow. But the sides, because this is just a 24-foot 26-foot wire cage coop, and we put windscreen on it when we put it up and things like that. But anyway, going inside, I am lining the interior walls. They're not fastened, they're just wedged in there. You can see the little wedges. And these are to block that wind so that the chickens have a more draft-free enclosure. Because if you watch here, let me see if I can get a good little video of this. You can see that wind. Look at those cobwebs or spider webs here. You know what? And I'm not going to try to block that. I'm just blocking the main walls because I don't want it to be totally draft free. I just want to be have the chickens that they're not in the draft, because I still want this room, this large room here, to breathe, right? I want a little draft to go through, just not on the birds. So these guys will be much warmer. You can see I had to put some lights out here. Anyway, they will be a whole lot warmer this year. I'm going to spin this back around, guys. Yeah. So they will be a lot warmer. By the time I'm done, there will be a little bit of air that comes through here. But like I said, we don't want to stop that totally. We don't want, because, you know, this is a year-round place where we keep these guys. So we want them to be comfortable. But in the summertime, we don't want them to get too hot. And we don't want the fumes and stuff to be stuck in there. We want to have a little bit of a, and today is extra windy, guys. Today is extra windy. You can probably hear that. So I did get that done so far. I'm not done in there, but I wanted to pop on and show you guys. So let's just go for a little walk and I'll explain what else I'm talking about here. And I'll cut some of this out so you guys don't have to wander too much with me. Because the other coop over here is more like a building. It doesn't get the drafts and stuff like that. We close that door up and it's fairly draft free. There's a couple of vents on the top of the walls for the so that they do get fresh air. Because like I said, we don't want to totally enclose them. So the other wood, by the way, we did get our trampolines down, thankfully. So back here, that whole section, I'm going to put up OSB as well, but I know OSB is not weatherproof. So my plan is I do plan to paint it white, number it, and hopefully be able to put it up in the same way each year. It wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted something more removable, and I may see if I can somehow make it removable without just taking screws in and out, but I might have to just do that. But that will get done hopefully this next week or so while I'm my shift. I think I'm on afternoons still for the week, so I still have some good daylight. Same here, right? All this here, all this wire opening will get covered up with OSB. And inside all of these aviaries are lights. So they won't be in the dark. It just won't have as much natural light. I may leave a little bit of a gap at the top, again, because we want fresh air. We don't want to totally block them in. So while we're out here, guys, I'll just spin the camera again. We can say hi to some of the animals. All right. So I'm just going to shorten this up. We'll stop here quickly. And you can see we have the turkeys. You can see we've started heating all the water now. So these guys will be sheltered for the winter. Next year I may or may not, debating yet. It depends how they would react to each other, but I might put them out with the geese. And there's our beautiful hen there. The only one we have. We never did sell any of these boys as much as I wanted to, but anyway, it's for now we have the 4. We go down here to this one, and this is where we still have some breast chickens tucked away. And that is because we haven't put them with the other ones, because we're trying to sell them in pairs, and we've done a pretty good job of it. And then we go over here, and you guys know who's in here. This is where the Polish chickens are. Like I said, this is all open. I mean, it's great for the summer, but we will have to shelter it because we get some nasty winters, or at least we can. Look at the grass growing inside the greenhouse. We definitely have to do something about that. So we'll pop over here for a second. This is the other aviary, which I also have to close up. And we have the silkies and some pheasants. And we'll pop in here for a second. You guys know this is what we call the quavetry, where we have our meat rabbits. And we have our quail. We'll make one more stop before I get back to work, guys. We'll head back this way. We'll say hi to the goats. There's Benjamin. There's Boots. There's Peaches. You guys are looking pretty round now. I don't think they're pregnant. I think every year they do get pretty round. So we'll see. If they're pregnant, it's not a bad thing. We don't mind that idea, little babies. Yeah? And of course, the milk. Okay, guys, so that's what's happening here this week. Still busy, still very busy at work, and that's a blessing, I guess, at the same time. But but still, winter's coming. I don't have to tell you guys that, you know. And like I said, last weekend, maybe I can insert a picture here, but we got buried. And if you look back at our community tab, you can see some photos that Cindy had posted. It was pretty crazy. Really enjoy having this done. We got the lawnmowers in there. Eventually the tractor is supposed to be in there, but well, you know, never have enough space, it seems. Okay, guys, thanks so much for coming to visit. Let me get you some distance here. Thanks again. We really appreciate you and your support. Come back and see us, because you never know what we're up to, although we're always up to something. Anyway, don't mind hitting that thumbs up. Please do. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you next time. Actually, don't forget, we'll see you in a couple hours on our live. Later, guys.